It's his decision to make. I just gotta hopefully make. I wish I would have made it a little tougher on him, but it's a long season. I'm going to continue to push Fitz and be there for him, and likewise, he was there for me.
How'd you, after having time to let it sink in a little bit, how'd you feel you played on Sunday?
Badly, very badly.
A step backwards. I know you talked about,
Yeah, I would say so. Just from like a production standpoint, they were just on like a micro basis. There were a lot of sort of missed little assignments here and there, but the macro, I just really didn't score points. And you gave Fitz, I don't know, 2 or 3 drives, and he put up almost enough to win the game. So that's kind of what it comes down to. I'm disappointed, but it's part of it. It's a long process.
Josh, do you feel that you earned or that you deserve more of a chance as opposed to 3 starts, maybe 8 starts or 6 starts or something along those lines?
No, I think sorry, I can't speak. I think you earn each start sort of like that week. So, I mean, I'm not really entitled to anything or deserve anything outside of what's been given. I mean, I'm a member of the Miami Dolphins, and whatever they want me to do, I'll do to the best of my ability.
Do you feel that any part of this is personal that,
No, absolutely not.
No?
I mean, it's just sheerly it worked this last game. I mean, I wouldn't like to say it, but like the decision to flip almost gave us a chance to win at the end of the game. And Coach Flo is head coach, so it's his decision to make on what gives the team the best opportunity to win. So it's my job to prove him wrong at this point. But I respect the decision and understand it.
What are some things that you want to work on?
Just continuing to get better at everything, just mastering the offense, just continuing to sort of understand defenses better, play quicker. I think I can anticipate a little better. I think I just sort of slowly need to build a chemistry with all the guys and figure out what they all do individually really well, and how I think I could probably, if there's one thing I could pin it down, I'd say I'd like to anticipate a little better with a lot of my receivers. But it comes with time.
There's a play in particular about the anticipation. The throw down the seam to Kasicki. It seemed like maybe there was a window to throw before he had reached it. What do you have to do on that play to be better?
I'm maybe missing the play. The one he was running all the way across the field, because Fitz was in for one where he's running a seam. But I don't know. Probably, if it wasn't a complete, I probably could have done better. But sorry, I don't recall.
I know you mentioned last week that you hope to prove to them that you could be the guy long term. How do you think this impacts that?
I mean, it impacts it negatively, but I mean, the degree to which it impacts it, I think, is still to be determined, and it's my job to kind of minimize that and still continue to prove. We're here 7 days a week, so prove to coach that I'm the guy to move forward. So I mean, you guys see sort of the first couple minutes of practice 3 days a week, 4 days a week, and in the games on Sunday, but we're here for a lot of time.
Where's your
Last question, guys.
Where's your confidence level that you can win the job back?
I don't know. I wouldn't want to put a label on it, but I mean, I'll just say whenever the time is ready, whenever I'm called upon, or if, then I will be ready.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
To being the starter.
I'm excited, and I told you guys earlier I just enjoy playing football, so I like being out there. It's a lot more fun for me, whether it's throughout the week or on Sunday in the game, to be out there and be playing, and preparation. It's a lot more fun when you're the guy. So I'll be a lot happier day to day knowing that I'll be out there and just try to go out there and be myself.
Did you tell your kids yet? What did they say? So.
Yeah, I told my kids. They're excited for me. It's been their whole life has been the roller coaster of Dad's career, so they're excited for me to be out there.
Did you kind of anticipated that for the fourth quarter Sunday?
I don't really. I didn't have any expectation. Whatever Coach Flores was going to do, I was going to try to do my best job at it, and I'm glad he made the decision he did.
Ryan, you obviously know Buffalo. Can you put into words the difficulty of a road team going and playing in that environment?
It's an awesome place to play. Whether you're there as a player with the support of the fans, or going into there as an opponent, a hostile environment. you walk in there and there's not a whole lot of jerseys for your team. It's all Buffalo jerseys. There will be some 14s, but they're probably Sammy Watkins, not Fitzpatrick, and whoever it is now, But I have a lot of good friends from there, a lot of good memories. One player that I played with there that is in his second stint, Lee Smith. I don't think anybody else has left, but in terms of that building and those people and the city of Buffalo, I have a lot of great memories.
You mentioned there won't be a lot of a lot of Dolphins jerseys, but I imagine there may be one or two Fitzpatrick jerseys in there. What is it like for you when you go into some of those spots where you played in and see?
Well, it's easy for me to pick out my old neighbors when they wear my jersey, because it's either family or old neighbors or something. But yeah, it is fun. It is fun to go and play in a game like this that is going to be in a great environment. This one is unique in that you have all these new stadiums that are enormous, and it's almost like the game is secondary to some of the other stuff going on. But in Buffalo, like, it is all about the game. It is, the fans are so into it, and after the tailgating, of course. But that you just, as an opponent, you enjoy going in there and getting that feeling as well.
Ryan, I know we've talked about intangibles at the quarterback position before, and I believe at one point in the preseason you said if it wasn't for intangibles, you might not be where you are. Among those intangibles, players playing hard for a quarterback, or players liking to play for a particular quarterback, where does that rank, and how do you attain that as a quarterback?
I don't think you can force it. I think there's a naturalness to it. Some guys, that's just what is in them. That maybe it's the style of play, the way you carry yourself, whatever it is. But I think it's a very important trait to have as a quarterback, and I'm not sure it's one that you can really teach, because it's got to be, you have to be coming from a place that's organic, that's real. You can't fake it. Guys can see that. So I think if you're out there enjoying to play the game, then that rubs off on other guys.
Is that tangible for everybody to feel and see, I guess, in the locker room?
I think you'd have to ask them, but yeah, like I said, I enjoy being out there, and I've got great teammates over the years that I've really had a fun time on the field with.
How would you describe your experience here this year? You had to battle for the job, you won the job, and you're on the bench, now you're back in the lineup.
Roller coaster.
And but you're the right guy for that kind of assignment, I guess, because that's been your career, right?
Yeah, you just through it all, you just try to stay steady, and try to make sure that all the stuff that's either going on outside or even inside of the building, it's not affecting the way that you're doing your job and the way that you're approaching your job.
Ryan, for you and Josh going through that roller coaster, how challenging is that to be a quarterback where you're starting one week and you never know, you might not be starting again the next week, and you have to kind of keep battling for your job like that?
Well, I think it's one of the most important things in doing that is just the open communication, in our relationship. And I think, and he had even said, like, he's cheering for me when I'm in there, and I'm cheering for him. We want to win, and we want what's best for the team. I think that's an important thing, to be open about it and to talk about it, rather than to avoid it and let it be an elephant in the room.
So the good news is you're playing, you're starting. The bad news is the Buffalo Bills defense limited Brady to one touchdown. They're pretty good. They're fourth in the NFL in scoring defense. What needs to happen? What do you need to make happen to make that a good news situation?
Yeah, they're a great defense. Again, tough environment, like we said. Very aggressive. Everybody seems to know their role and what they're doing, what they're supposed to do, and what they're asked to do on each snap. So it'll be a tough challenge for us. But each week I think we've tried to really focus on ourselves and getting ourselves better and in tune with the details and on the same page with communication. And it'll just be another week like that where we're really, obviously we're game planning and preparing for their defense, but we've got to focus on ourselves and getting ourselves better, because we're still, at a point now where, we're still trying to fix ourselves rather than, every week going out there and, trying to put 100 points on the board.
Ryan, you spoke about your relationship with Josh and communication with him. How have you helped him kind of handle how the season has gone for him?
I mean, I think part of it is just being there. I mean, he knows that I'm there, and he knows I've been through a lot of different things. You know, I wasn't a first round high draft pick, but I was, you know, I have been the guy that has been, you know, the starters and the, you know, quote unquote, you know, franchise guy getting paid money and whatever else. So I've had the weight of the world on my shoulders at times, and I know that as a quarterback, especially as a young guy and a guy that got drafted high, you feel that pressure sometimes. You know, and every Sunday I've got the fate of this, you know, whole team on my shoulders, and that's what you do as a quarterback. But if you allow it to overpower you and you allow it to cripple you, then it will. And so part of it is just trying to play free and trying to really, you know, hone in on the details of your job and going out there and executing them. And you know, a lot of what I do, or when I'll openly answer questions for him, but I also think at times just watching, you know, he's a lot more talented than I am, but just watching certain things about me, maybe things that he likes or doesn't like, and figuring out, you know, things that he, you know, might want to apply to his game, or, you know, things he'll try to avoid.
How did Flo tell you?
Just, I mean, he's just always been very straight up, just came and told us.
Ryan, did you feel the Fitzmagic in the fourth quarter last week, and how much more Fitzmagic is in there?
Well, it's not, you know, it's not something that I could just go out there and force and, you know, try to hit a home run on every play. But you know, historically, there's been times in my career where whatever team has been on, we've gotten on a little bit of a roll, and that momentum, you know, it's a fun feeling. It's a fun rhythm to get into, and, you know, hopefully we can see a lot more of that, and there's a lot more of that to come.
Is it easier for you to do a couple more of them? You mentioned the environment in Buffalo and just how it's a fun place to play, a loud place. Does that give you an extra, you know, boost to get that momentum going in an environment like that?
Yeah, I mean, it's sometimes it's tougher because of the communication and those type of things, but yeah, I mean, it certainly is a game that everybody will be up for. You know, whether there's that big flyover or not before the game, the crowd is going to be going nuts, and, you know, we're going to be all we have on our sideline and really have to come together as a team and go do it.
Pretty good.
Thank you.
Thanks.